All right, man. Apparently, this could be the last push that DeAndre Swift and Jared Goff can push to be on the team next year. All right, we're making a really tough tough decision for the Lions. Now we all know a lot of people are sour on Jared Goff. First, it was give Goff a try. Now he kind of came back with a vengeance this year, but they had some injuries in the backfield, around, and defense wasn't as good as it was last year or as promising. Um, you know, and now a lot of people are, kind of hopping off the Goff bandwagon. So they tired of looking at Goff. They tired of Goff. They ready to move on from Goff. They didn't see enough of Goff. And at the same time, they ready to move on. So it don't seem like too much he can do to really change a lot of people's mind. But I mean, winning the playoff game, that's something that Stafford ain't do. Now, making the playoffs is something that Stafford ain't do. I mean, ain't did too many times. So it's looking like they having the last little showcase to see what they can do down the stretch to hold their jobs down. Now, Jared Goff can kind of hold his job down, a little bit longer. If they will make the playoffs, win the playoffs, stay hot, get their weapons back, he look different. They can win a playoff game. I mean, I still think a lot of people still want to switch. I think a lot of people look at it as a showcase. Now he got his numbers up. He's hot. Now somebody can trade for him. We can get the quarterback that we want or that we need. That's how some people may honestly look at it. At the end of the day, I ain't mad if you look at it that way. The Washington football team was interested in Jared Goff. The Lions chose not to trade. So let's not forget that the Lions chose not to trade. But in reality, he wasn't that bad this year. In reality, he wasn't that bad. But I just think a lot of people want a mobile quarterback, dual threat quarterback. The league is going in that direction of a dual threat quarterback, and I think that's what people want. Straight up and down. But, nonetheless, this is his final stretch run, starting with Jacksonville Sunday, to prove that maybe, we can keep, we keep him and we just find a developmental quarterback and develop him behind Jared Goff. So, this could be his last opportunity to this could be his last opportunity to stay. A lot of people feel like he don't want to be here anyway. I don't know where people get that feeling at, but this is an audition for him. This is an audition. This is an audition. This is a big audition. And this might be an audition for another team, another contract, a contract from the Lions. This may be an audition, I don't know, to kind of stave off getting a new quarterback. We have to wait and see. So, but moving on, DeAndre Swift, and they both, I'm gonna talk about their trade value too. And for DeAndre Swift, at the end of the day, ever since he suffered that injury that took him, I forget what game it was, that took him out, he ain't been the same. He ain't been the same. Let me say that first and foremost. He ain't been the same. he ain't been the same. He been running like, he just running like he just injured. So but yeah, it's his last opportunity. I mean, at the end of the day, we all felt that he should have just been a scat back. That's what we all felt, that he should have been a scat back. That's what everybody felt coming into this year. They tried to utilize him. 2 games go by, bam, he already broke down. He should have been utilized as more as a scat back. But that ain't happened. They tried to utilize him, and he broke down. At the end of the day, I mean, do you continue to, do you continue to, just pepper him in, just keep him as a utility third back, put him in the slot, stuff like that, and then use Jamal Williams or somebody else? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or do you wash your hands with him and trade him? But what can you get for somebody that's always injured? I'm just talking about kind of like the theory of not going into free agency, spending money on running backs. Why? When you can find them there a dime a dozen, you can find a guy like Dameon Pierce. At any point in the draft, on the streets, in the CFL, in the XFL, in the USFL, they're a dime a dozen. Somebody will pick them up, and somebody may and he might just happen to stay healthy over there. He very may well. He might turn out to be a stud. He might turn out to be a stud. But, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to keep him around. He ain't getting made a lot of money. Go get you a younger back. And hopefully you can do everything you need to do. And then, if he kind of get phased out or he has some big runs and all of that, maybe you can trade him for something. But simply just cutting him, I know his availability sucked. But simply just cutting him, it's just like, come on, you can keep him around as a third or fourth back, bare minimum. But you paying somebody all this money and he ain't available. None, I understand. Get rid of his ass from that standpoint of view, but ain't like you breaking the bank. But as far as their trade value, Goff has trade value after a terrible last year. He already better this year. You know what I'm saying? He already better this year. So if Washington was interested, I mean, somebody is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think Goff got more trade value just off the fact that he a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength that he a quarterback. So just let that sit on your mind for a minute. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Live drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. One time for one time.